Hi, yeah, this is Lorraine talking. I work for DECA as one of the education workers. DECA is the under 18 drug service for Stonewall. We provide drug education to schools across the borough, but we also help young people who use drugs as well. If you have any questions or worries after this video, please do get in touch. The DECA details will be given at the end. This video will be all about alcohol, what it is, what the effects are, what the risks are, and the law. Alcohol has many different types. We have things like whiskey, vodka, champagne, wine, and lager, but there are more. As you can see, alcohol can come in different colours, different bottles, and also have different percentages. This percent simply shows how strong a drink is. So whiskey is around 40%. This means that 40% of whiskey is pure alcohol. Essentially, whiskey is really strong. So if an adult were to drink whiskey, they would only have a small amount, like a shot. On the other end, we have lager. Although not as strong, and only about 5%, it can still get someone drunk. And really, someone drinking half a pint of lager is equivalent to someone having one shot of whiskey. Any alcoholic drink, no matter what percent, can get someone drunk if they drink too much. Alcohol can have a lot of effects, and these effects can be different every time someone drinks. This will depend on a range of factors: a person's mood, what someone may have eaten, how a person's body is working, and even what situation they are in. Drinking too much can cause a person to get a headache, go dizzy, get slurred speech, blurred and double vision, and can even affect a person's mood. Drinking alcohol can also make a person really overconfident, which may lead to people getting involved in arguments and even fights. Alcohol can reduce a person's inhibitions and affect their ability to make decisions, which can lead to a person doing things they normally wouldn't do. And as you can imagine, this can lead to some weird and very risky situations. Drinking too much can also cause a hangover. Often the day after, a person can feel very unwell, headache, sickness, upset stomach, dizziness, sweating, and sometimes even a feeling of anxiety and dread. Not only does alcohol affect a person in the short term, it can also affect them in the long term. Drinking too much for a long period of time, so years and years, can have a big impact on the body, both physically and mentally. Alcohol can mess with how the brain works and can seriously alter the brain's chemistry. This can have a big impact on a person's mental health and can even increase the risk of illnesses like depression. Alcohol has a big impact on the liver. This is the main organ which has to work when a person drinks alcohol. It's the liver's job to break down and get rid of alcohol from the body. Long-term alcohol use can damage and scar this organ, which can lead to some serious issues like liver disease, cirrhosis, and even cancer. Drinking too much is very dangerous and comes with a lot of risks. And actually, alcohol is the second biggest killing drug in the UK. That brings us to the risks and dangers of alcohol use. First of all, alcohol is very addictive. It is what we call physically addictive, meaning the body needs it. Alcohol is a very dangerous drug to get addicted to, and people who are alcohol dependent will more than likely require medical help and support to quit safely. A lot of arguments and fights are triggered by alcohol, both in and out the home, and often result in people getting hurt and sometimes even getting in trouble with the law. A lot of accidents and injuries occur when someone has been drinking. Alcohol slows a person down, makes someone dizzy, affects the vision, and even affects the coordination. All this can cause people to fall over, walk into things, and even fall downstairs. A lot of car accidents are caused by drink drivers every year, even though it's illegal. And actually, there are around 9,000 casualties caused by drink driving every single year. Alcohol is actually a poison to the body. Drinking more alcohol than the body can handle can lead to alcohol poisoning. Alcohol poisoning can be very, very risky. It can lead to long-lasting damage to the body, a coma, and even death. So it's important that help is sought as soon as possible. Here are some signs and symptoms to look out for. Alcohol can also cause someone to pass out and be sick at the same time. This can be very risky, and essentially someone can end up choking on their own sick. It's important to know that if anyone ever passes out, for whatever reason, they should be placed in the recovery position. Basically, put them on the side and tilt the head back, and then call for an ambulance. There are lots of laws and guidance when it comes to alcohol, so it can be a little confusing. This video will explore just two big ones: unit recommendations and the buying age. The government recommends that adults should have no more than 14 units a week. In drinks, this works out to be around 6 pints, 14 shots, or 7 glasses of wine. This should be spread out over the week and not all consumed in one day. For young people 15 and under, they should have 0 units. But what is 1 unit? Simply, a shot of spirits is 1 unit, a small glass of wine is 1 unit, and half a pint of beer is 1 unit. And lastly, onto the buying law. A person must be 18 or over to buy alcohol in the UK. Shops and pubs often run a Challenge 21 or 25 scheme, which basically means if a person doesn't look the age, they will have to show ID. If a shop does sell alcohol to someone under 18, they can be fined up to £20,000. And if an adult buys alcohol for someone under 18, they can be fined up to £5,000. That brings us to the end. Thank you all for watching and listening. I hope you found it useful. Please do get in touch with us if you have any questions or any worries.